One of the weirdest things a boy from the UK can do is to not like football. How are you a boy that lives in the UK and you have no interest in football whatsoever? I've always found that a bit weird, to be honest, bro. Like, maybe it's just me. Like, if you can't play it, like, at least watch it, bro. And if you don't like to watch it, like, at least play it. Like, do you get where I'm coming from? Like, how do you have zero interest, bro? Like, especially when you live in the UK, like, football's like the culture here, bro. Like, it's everywhere. Like, there's cages everywhere. Did you not grow up kicking ball? Did you not play football in cages in school? Like, how did you not? Like, bro, it's the beautiful game. Like, how can you not enjoy it? Bro, it's just, like, football is the easiest icebreaker for boys. Like, conversation starter. What team do you support? Like, imagine you don't watch football. What can I talk to you about? Like, you have nothing to talk to them about for the first time. Bro, and these man, I don't know, man. This confused me, man. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's a weird.
To be quite honest with you, he has a point talking about like how can you just not like football if you are in the UK? Because the thing is, I initially didn't used to like football. I think it was a my teacher who sort of made me love football or enjoy football. But do I watch football? No, I don't watch football. Even if I sit to watch football, I may not really understand what's going on. But again, I always love the conversations that have been held with football and all of that. What team do I support? I support Arsenal, but again, I'm just kind of like a mix and match, right? But whenever I sit in rooms where or sit around people who talk about football, it's kind of encourage like it's interesting, right? Even though you don't know what to say, but it's interesting listening to it. I sort of like enjoy the energy, the enthusiasm, the love and the support, the way people are like are ride and dies for their team. It's beautiful to watch. Again, how can you not just love football? I understand everyone's got other things to do and all of that, but see, I sort of believe that whenever there is or whenever the games are going on with football and all of that, you see the way people, in fact, that's the most interesting time you understand that people pay attention, right? They pay close attention. And for me, I use that football season to kind of study people again. So I when I look at their behavior, then I understand that people pay attention or give time to what they want to give time to. So, are you a football fan? What football team? What team do you support, or what club do you support? Also, leave in the comment section by the side of your comment, your country, and the team you're supporting. And look at this comment. I love it. This comment reads, I don't even call my dad that much, but when we do, we get straight to arguing because I support Arsenal and he supports Chelsea. That's the only way we can start a convo. I love that. I love that. And the response is, how come if you don't mind me asking? And he responded, or create the response here is, mate, not to trauma dump, but it's not in my life no more. So why would I do that? Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, you see, the thing is, like, it's easy. Football conversation is easy for men or guys to like have a conversation, because regardless a if another man or another guy sees another guy who supports his team, wears the same team polo or whatever, or Jesse is called, right? You see how they hail themselves, they get excited, they talk about this, and from there they start conversations. Sometimes they also start this community or bond or whatever, and they grow and build from there. And I love that. I love like the support. That alone goes to tell you that it's beyond football, right? It's just the love and the dedication for what they believe in, right? So again, let me know what country you're from, where you're watching from, and what team you support, or what club you support. And how was the FIFA World Cup FIFA 2026 for you? What was something that actually stood out for you? Let's start off the conversation in the comment section below.
I'd like to talk also about the World Cup. I have to say, I have never liked soccer. I have always found it to be the most profoundly boring sport that has ever been invented. And I'll tell you why. It started when I was a little kid. I wasn't even a little kid. I was a teenager. And there was a little clip on Saturday Night Live Weekend Update. That's the fake newscast in the middle of, it's usually at midnight on Saturday Night Live. And they made just one fleeting reference to a soccer match. And they said that the soccer game between Yemen and Saudi Arabia was decided early when Yemen built an insurmountable 1-0 lead. And I was like, exactly. It's so boring that 1-0 wins the game. And these guys just kick the ball back and forth and back and forth. And then I decided this year, maybe I'm wrong. How can 7 billion people love soccer and I don't? I must be missing something. And I was. It was actually very exciting. Once you learn the strategy of it, okay, I admit I was wrong. And so I watched the World Cup, and it was very exciting. I wanted Germany, France, and Brazil to lose because they always win. And then they all lost, so it was kind of cool and fun, and I enjoyed it. Well, Spain won last night in something of a dirty game, and not dirty on the part of the Spaniards. It was kind of dirty on the part of the Argentines, whom they defeated. And there was even a red card, which is a big deal. I want to show a clip of something that struck me as very funny. Donald Trump, of course, is a soccer fan, and he has exerted a lot of influence over FIFA, the governing body of international soccer. So last night he was present to present the FIFA Champions Trophy to the Spanish. Can we run that clip? It's a little bit awkward for Donald Trump, who had to present the World Cup trophy to Spain. After all, the United States is the host. This is after weeks of arguing publicly with Spain's leadership. And Spain had some fun with the Trump administration as well. The Spanish media cropped Trump out of all of the celebration photos, which struck me as funny. And then afterwards, Donald Trump was answering questions posed to him by journalists. Let's cut to that one. He was asked if there's any tension between him and Spain.
I did. I spoke to Spain, and I congratulated them on having a great team. I really spoke to a lot of people.
Not tension with Spain?
No, I have no tension. I have no tension with anybody.
You know, I have to say that I agree with the guy. Having watched Donald Trump for many years, I had the opportunity to meet him one time very briefly. So much of what he does in public is show. It's really showmanship. When he says that he doesn't have any tension with Spain, I think that he really believes that he has no tension with Spain. The Spanish may disagree, but I think Trump believes that this is all just a part of the game of politics, and there are no hard feelings. I wanted to move on to something that we started last time, talking about, well, not even talking about, I just want to reiterate how grateful I am to my fans and supporters out there who are doing so many creative things on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and elsewhere.
Well, that's the thing about the games, right? For some people, they may not love football at first and give your time or just sit down and just watch, even if like 2 games, or try to watch 2 games, and you're gonna have a change of heart towards the game because it's interesting. It's just something that people, again, it's interest based, right? But for me, it's something that I know if I give my full attention to, oh my god, I know like when I believe in something, I go real hard for it or in it, because again, it's one thing that you just don't how do I put it? It's I would just say it's powerful. It's one of the most historical sporting events ever, right? That unites people regardless of where you're from, what you believe in, and all of that. And here, this comment reads, Trump knows a thing or two about soccer. His mom was Scottish. And another comment response, love the nod to Scotland fans at the closing ceremony. No Scotland, no party. And here we got the response. His mother was from the Western Isles. They don't really play football there. Oh, okay. Can someone also confirm this? But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And here we've got another comment reads, you don't get into football by watching a random game. You're getting into football when you kick it back and forth between you and your dad and your mates in school. You're getting into football when your dad takes you to your very first game in person. You become mesmerized by your club's colors and atmosphere. Once any of them have been experienced a couple of times, you're hooked for life. That right there, it says it all. This comment says it all. Was there ever a time in your life you never used to watch football or you never loved football? What changed and how did your love for football come about? I'll love your thoughts in the comment section below. Again, it is everyone has got different opinions regarding it. So let's share that in the comment section below.